This conference will now be recorded.
Right. So in the last class, about the definition of block code, linear code, weight of the code, how can you find the distance of the code? I think all this completed. Do you remember all those things? How to find the distance between the two code words? Can anyone respond? What is the definition? What is the definition to find the distance between the two code words? Yes. What is the answer for that distance between the two code words? Don't know. Already 47 members in. How can you find the distance between the two code words? Can anyone respond?
XOR operations.
Oh, distance between the two code words. I told that the definitions, you have to write all those definitions. You have to remember all those things.
Number of
Shyamala,
elements in
M. Shyamala, 54. Tell me the answer. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer? Don't know. In the last class, already I told that these are not the revision classes. Don't neglect. You have to remember all these things.
Good
Don't
evening,
think
sir.
that. Don't think that after completion of this lockdown again the classes are starting from first topic onwards. Don't think like that.
Great.
Yes, who is talking?
Soumyasri, sir.
Soumya.
The Hamming distance
Do you know the
between the yes, sir.
tell me the answer?
The Hamming distance between the two code words is equals to the number of elements in which they differ.
Already I have written in the last class. I told that please note down all these definitions. By looking at the notebook, you have to show the answer. What happened? Shyamala? Don't you have any notebook? I think you didn't write anything in your notebook, right?
Rasan, sir.
Respond.
Rasan, sir.
Mare. Okay. Here I want to give a few more definitions. What about the code word? Code word definition. Do you know that? Code word.
None of zeros.
Where the code word is appears, where the code word is appears, where the code word is appears, encoded bits. Do you remember that term? Encoded bits. The output bits after the channel encoder is nothing but encoded bits. code word. So you can say that code word is nothing but group of bits, or the output bits of the channel encoder is nothing but code word. And in the last class, I told that when you go for the block code, n comma k block code, in that what is n?
Encoded bit.
N is the encoded bits, or you can say that output bits. What about k?
Number of
Message bits.
K is the number of message bits, right? So n is the number of output bits. K is the number of message bits. N minus k is the number of
Parity.
parity bits, right? Or check bits. Parity bits or check bits, or you can say that redundant bits, right? Simple. Suppose whenever the 2 marks question like this, define code word. Now the definition is the encoded block of n bits is called a code word. Please wait a while. 1 minute, please. Hello. తెలియదు సార్ మా యాక్చువల్గా అయితే మార్నింగ్ నాకు చెప్పింది ఓన్లీ ఫైల్ అని చెప్పారు. ఇప్పుడు నా రాజేష్ సార్ కాల్ చేసి సెకండ్ ఇయర్ థర్డ్ ఇయర్ కావాలని చెప్పారు. అదేం సార్ ఎందుకంటే ఏమో సార్ కొంతమంది స్వేచ్ఛపోతున్నారు, తక్కువ అవుతారని రమ్మన్నారు. అంటే మొన్న కూడా అంతే కదా, మరి అందరు వెళ్తే మీటింగ్ స్ట్రెంత్ ఎక్కువైందని చెప్పి అందరూ బయట ఉన్నారు కదా అని చెప్పి అన్నాను. సార్ నేనేమన్నా అంటే సరే క్లాస్ అయితే 4 o'clock లోపు కంప్లీట్ చేయండి. కంప్లీట్ చేసిన తర్వాత అప్పుడు పరిస్థితిని బట్టి ఎలాగో వీళ్ళు ఆన్లైన్ లో ఉంటారు కాబట్టి ఎలా చేద్దామా లేదా చూద్దాము, నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ బట్టి అని చెప్పాను. తెలియదు సార్, నేను మాట్లాడలేదు సార్, నాకు తెలియదు మరి. లేదండి, ఇప్పుడు అందరిని పెడితే ఇప్పుడు మీరు అన్నట్లు అందరిని పెట్టామనుకోండి చాలా మంది అవుతారు కదా సార్. అవును, 800 మంది అవుతారు. 2+2+6 ఎట్లా 500 ప్లస్ అయితే గ్యారెంటీ అవుతారు. అవును, ఒకసారి పోతే 100 మంది ఏమో అటు పోయారు అనుకోండి, స్వేచ్ఛ పోయారు అనుకోండి, రిమైనింగ్ 500 అయితే గ్యారెంటీ ఉంటారుగా. అదే సార్, నేను ఏమంటాను ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ పంపించిన తర్వాత నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ బట్టి సెకండ్ ఇయర్ ఎలా చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాను, థర్డ్ ఇయర్ ని. ఇక అప్పటికి సరిపోతే అప్పుడు చూద్దాంలే అని చెప్పి అనుకున్నా అని చెప్పి రాజేష్కి అయితే. సార్ చెప్పినట్టయితే మీద వాళ్ళు చెప్పండి, మనం సార్ చెప్పిందని వద్దనకూడదు కదా అని చెప్పి అన్నాను. ఇక ప్రిన్సిపల్ గారు అలా చెప్పిన తర్వాత మనం నో అని చెప్పి అనకూడదు కదా సార్. అదే విషయం అయితే షేర్ చేయండి అని చెప్పాను. ఇక మరి నేను అనుకునే ఏంటంటే ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ హెలో చేసిన తర్వాత థర్డ్ ఇయర్ హెలో చేస్తాము, థర్డ్ ఇయర్ హెలో చేసిన తర్వాత ఇంకా ప్లేస్ మీద అప్పుడు చూద్దాం సెకండ్ ఇయర్, లేకపోతే లేదనిపించింది. అవునవును, టైమింగ్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ సార్. 4 అంటే 4. అదే క్లాస్ 350. అదే ఏం చెప్పండి సార్, హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ క్లాస్ పోతే పోయింది పిల్లలకి, 3:55 లోపు క్లాస్ కంప్లీట్ చేయమని చెప్పాను ఫ్యాకల్టీకి. అదే ఈ రోజు ప్రాబ్లం ఇంకోటి ఏమొచ్చిందంటే 2 to 5 ఈ రోజు వ్యాలిడిటీ సెషన్ సార్ స్వేచ్ఛ వాళ్ళకి. ఈ రోజుతో పోతుంది 2 to 5 అనమాట. 2 to 5 అంటే ఆల్ ఫైనల్ ఇయర్స్, నాట్ ఓన్లీ ఫైనల్ ఇయర్స్, థర్డ్ ఇయర్స్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 200 మెంబర్స్ అడ్డైపోతారు కదా. అది ప్రాబ్లం, 200 మెంబర్స్ అడ్డిపోతారు కాబట్టి తక్కువైపోతారు అనమాట. అంతే సార్, 355 నేను క్లాస్ 355 కల్లా కంప్లీట్ చేసుకోమని చెప్పండి. ఓకే సార్. Right. Sorry, are you there? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Look at the definition of code word. The encoded block of n bits is called a code word. Right. This is the exact definition of code word. Or simply you can say that a group of bits are the output bits of the channel encoder. Or you can say that a code word is having n number of bits, right? In that n number of bits, how many number of message bits? Listen my question. Code word contain n number of bits. In that n number of bits, how many number of message bits? Respond. How many number of message bits?
K
number
number
of
of message bits.
K message bits.
K
And how many
number
number of parity bits?
n
N
minus
minus
N
n
minus
n
parity
minus
Right. That means
n
okay.
minus
Okay.
bits.
That means we can say that code word contains. A code word contains message bits and redundant bits. You can remember this also. So code word contains message bits and as well as the parity bits or check bits. So this is the definition of code word. Note down fast. Few definitions are there. So next one is block length. Block length. So I told that here block code and n comma k block code. N comma k block code or block code that is after the channel encoding. That means you can say that. For example, here one example I want to give. Suppose the code word x is equal to 1101101001 like this. So this is the code word. What is the length of this code word? What is the length of this code word? Length is 10, right?
10.
Right. Next, what is the weight?
Seven.
What is the weight of the code word?
Sir.
I told that weight nothing but number of non-zero elements. Non-zero that is 7. So here block length nothing but number of bits only. That means you can say that, or you can define like this. The number of bits. The number of bits n after coding is called block length. Okay. Block length nothing but the number of bits n after coding is called the block length of the code. That means you can say that block length nothing but the number of bits available in the code word. So code word nothing but after the coding. So after the coding nothing but after the channel encoder. That's it. That is the definition of block length. And most important definition, code rate. This is very, very important. Code rate. So I want to define the code rate with R. So R equals to K by N. R equal to K by N, where R value is in between 0 to 1. Code rate R equal to K by N. That means how many number of bits can be transmitted. That is important, very, very important. How many information bits can be transmitted. So R is equal to K by N. What is K here? Number of message bits. N nothing but number of output bits.
N.
So you can say that the ratio of message bits and the encoder output bits is called code rate. Just remember the formula R equal to K by N. R is nothing but code rate. K nothing but number of message bits. N nothing but number of output bits. The ratio between message bits to the output bits of a encoder is known as code rate. It gives the how many number of bits can be transmitted. So important definition, remember that. And one more definition, code efficiency. code efficiency. What is the meaning of efficiency actually? Suppose when you go for anything, how can you define the efficiency of that particular thing? Depends upon the output, right?
Sir.
Suppose if you want to do something, suppose you want to get something actually. So after completion of that, when you check the output, if it is reached your requirement, then you can say that efficiency is more, right? Otherwise you can say that no, very less efficiency or poor efficiency. My goal was not reached, like that you can say. Is it okay? Here I am talking about the coding. I am talking about the communication. That means data transmission. So you can say that suppose I want to transmit 10 bits. If 10 bits are received by the receiver without any problem, without any error, then you can say that efficiency is more. Suppose there is some errors, or only few information is received by the receiver, remaining information is lost, then you can say that efficiency is less. Is your point is okay? Similarly, here also you can say that how many number of message bits to be transmitted. So in the previous case also I told that in terms of code rate, number of message bits is transmitted. Based on that, you can define the efficiency of that particular code. Suppose total message bits can be transmitted with the help of one particular code, then you can say that efficiency is more. Suppose only few bits are transmitted, at that time you can say that efficiency is less. Or simply remember that code efficiency is equal to, again, K by N. Code rate formula and code efficiency formula is same. So code efficiency is the ratio of message bits in a block to the transmitted bits for that block by the encoder. That means this also is the how many number of message bits can be transmitted. Right? So here transmitted bits. Now tell me actually how many number of bits are transmitted through the channel? Listen to my question carefully. Number of bits transmitted through the channel is how many number of bits? Is it K bits or N bits?
N
K
bits.
are transmitted or N bits are transmitted?
10 bits are transmitted.
N bits, sure. Right answer. N bits are transmitted. Reason is actually from the source you will get some data. The data converted into some number of bits. Those are message bits. So K message bits. But what happened after the source encoder? We are having the channel encoder. So in the channel encoder, some parity bits are added. Now after the channel encoder, you will have the n number of bits. Those n number of bits can be transmitted through the channel. That means we can say that K is the number of message bits and N is the number of transmitted bits by the encoder. You can also say like that. Don't think that every time output bits of the encoder, encoded bits, don't think only like that. You can also say that transmitted bits by the encoder. Is it clear? Any doubts here? Transmitted bits by the encoder, that is nothing but n. That's why you can also define code efficiency as ratio between the number of message bits to the transmitted bits further blocked by the encoder. So remember this definition, important. So it is the Right, like this. Ratio of message bits in a block to the transmitted bits for that block by the encoder. Here also we can write, when you take, here I want to take n comma k black code. If we consider n comma k black code, in this n comma k black code, n is the number of encoded bits, k is the message bits. So you can write the efficiency is equal to n by k. Sorry, k by n. So don't think that every time the message is nothing but k. But here I want to assume, and throughout this subject I want to assume that message bits nothing but k. The number of message, n number of yes. I think Gautami, please mute your audio. Right. So next definition, D minimum. Minimum distance. Do you remember the definition of having distance? Now only I think Soumya has responded. The number of elements in which they differ. That is the having distance. Now what about the minimum distance? So minimum distance is nothing but the smallest having distance between any pair of code vectors in the code. Once again I am repeating, the smallest having distance. That means in order to find the minimum distance in a particular code, you have to find the having distance between the two codes. So after finding the having distance between the two code words, you have to identify. You have to identify the smallest having distance. That smallest having distance is the minimum distance. The smallest having distance between any pair of code vectors. In the code. So this is the minimum distance. Hello? నానా నేను మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తా క్లాస్లో ఉన్నా నేను మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తాను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను రైట్ నౌ an important question, 2 marks or 3 marks question, important point. So here I told that all these codes are, what is the use of all these codes? What is the use of error control coding? What is the use?
To correct the errors, to control the errors.
To detect and correct the errors, right? That means whenever the code is detect the errors, then only it is possible to correct the errors. Without detecting the errors, how it correct the errors is not possible, right? So it has to detect the errors. After that, it has to correct the errors. So here my point is, the error detection is always possible when the number of transmission errors in a code word is less than the minimum distance. Why I am giving the definition of D minimum is very, very important. Whenever the transmission errors in a particular code word is less than the minimum distance, then only it is possible to detect the errors. Otherwise, it is not possible to detect the errors. The reason is, so what I want to say is, for example, 110011 is the code word. For example, Maybe this is another code word. So don't think that these are the perfect code words. Just for example, I want to consider. Maybe these are the code words. So here what I want to say is error detection is always possible when the number of transmission errors in a code word is less than the minimum distance d minimum. And before that, I want to ask one thing. Error nothing but suppose here I want to transmit the code word 110011. Maybe error in the first bit or error in the second bit, third bit, fourth bit, fifth bit, sixth bit. For example, error in the third bit. Then what is the output here? I want to transmit the data 110011. Maybe I want to assume that there is a error in the third bit. Then what is the received data? Error in the third bit. That means no error in the first bit. Same bit. No error in the second bit. Same. Error in the third bit. Error nothing but what happens? In place of 0, 1 is received. Again 0, 1, 1. Like this. Is it okay? So error nothing but a symbol. In place of 0, 1. In place of 1, 0. Maybe received. Maybe transmission side it is having the bit as 0, or the receiver side 1. Then you can say that there is some error. So here what I want to say is whenever the transmission errors of a code word is less than the minimum distance, then only it is possible to detect the errors. For example, number of transmission errors greater than the minimum distance, then what happens? If you know that, then you will get the clarity of previous statement. I am repeating once again. The error detection is always possible when the number of transmission errors in a code word is less than the minimum distance d minimum. Then only, that means whenever the errors less than the minimum distance, then only it is possible to detect the errors. Suppose if it is greater than, then what happened is so with an example. So is it visible code word? Code words. So black
Yes,
code.
sir.
7, 4 black code. Okay. So here my point is, for example, look at the code word side. 110100 is the code word. Maybe one error in the 6th bit position. Then what happens? 11010001. 110100. First of all, you have to identify the minimum distance for this. Can anyone? What is the minimum distance for this code? Minimum distance for this code. In the last class, I told that minimum distance nothing but minimum weight. Is it okay? Tell me what is the minimum weight? What is the minimum weight? My question is, what is the minimum weight for entire code, not for single code word? So this is a code word. All these are the code words. My question is, what is the minimum weight for entire code? Entire block code with a k equal to 4 and equal to 7. What is the minimum weight? Except the all zero code word. Remember that. First one is the all zero code word. All bits are zeros. What is the minimum weight? What is the weight for second code word?
3.
3.
3. And the 4. 3 like that. 4 like that.
3, sir.
And for this here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now tell me what is the minimum weight?
3, sir.
Minimum weight.
3,
Three.
7.
Right, right. Okay. 7. Only 3, not the 7. Are we clear about this? Minimum weight equal to 3. That is okay. So here my question is, my point is minimum weight equal to minimum distance. That means d minimum equal to 3. For example, the errors are greater than 3. What happens? Greater than or equal to 3. What happens? Just observe here. Suppose 3 errors. 3 errors nothing but 101 0001. Right? 101 01. Maybe error in the 5th bit position, error in the 4th bit position, or maybe error in this position. Then what happens? Observe here. Okay, I want to give in another way. So here my point is, whenever the errors are greater than or equal to d minimum, then the resultant code word is also part of this code. Is your point is clear? So meaning of that is, for example, so 00 01 1011, right? 0001 1011. What is the minimum weight for this?
1, sir.
Minimum weight equal to 1, right? So minimum weight equal to 1. For example, that means d minimum equal to 1 here. D minimum is equal to 1. If the errors are equal to d minimum, then what happens here? If errors are equal to d minimum, when you take the 00 is the code word, error is equal to d minimum. That means one error is there. One error nothing but either first bit or second bit you have to replace with 1. Maybe error in the first bit. Whenever error in the first bit, then what is the result here? 10. That means what happened? Actually you are transmitting the information as 00, but the receiver received as 10. That means you can say that there is some error, but it cannot detect the error. Reason is 10 is also part of this code. Total this is the code, right? Total this is the code. This code is having the 4 code words. 00 is the code word, 01 is the code word, 10 is the code word, 11 is the code word. Whenever error is equal to d minimum, that is error is equal to 1. In place of 00, 10 is received here. 10 also part of this. That's why it cannot detect the errors. Or you can take error in the second bit, for example. Error in the second bit nothing but first bit is as it is and second bit is 1. Again 01 also present in this code. Not only first one. Suppose if you want to take 11 is the code word. 11 is the code word. Maybe assume that error in the first bit. Whenever error in the first bit, then what is the received code word here? 01 is the received code word. We know that we are transmitting the 11 is the data. Receiving data is 01. Definitely there is some error, but it cannot detect the error. Reason is the received code word is also one of the code word in the particular code. That's why it cannot shows that there is a error. It shows that there is no errors. But whenever the errors are less than the d minimum, then it is possible to detect the errors. Is it okay? Or you can take 3-bit example. Maybe 000 001 010 011 like that. Here what is the minimum weight? Again 1 is the minimum weight, right? I think here also not possible. Is your point is clear? Why it cannot detect error detection is not possible whenever number of errors less than, whenever number of errors are equal to d or exceeds d minimum. All of it clear? Or any doubts? This is very important. Please respond here only. If anyone having any doubts, unmute your audio and ask the doubt or respond in chat box. Is it clear? Your point is, once I am repeating the point. If anybody wants to write down, write it. Just write down. The error detection is always possible when the number of transmission errors in a code word is less than the minimum distance d minimum. Whenever number of errors equals or exceeds d minimum, that means greater than or equal to d minimum, then the error code word is also one of the code word in the particular code. That's why the error detection is not possible. The detection is possible only whenever transmission errors less than d minimum. Clear about this? Anyone having any doubt? Please respond. If you don't have any doubt, then I will move further. Otherwise, Saikirti, no sir. No means no doubt. Okay. So mainly the reason is whenever the transmission errors are equal to d minimum or greater than d minimum, the resultant code word is one of the code word in the particular code. That's why in order to detect the errors, always the number of errors should be less than the minimum distance. Then only it is possible to detect the errors. Suppose your question is automatically what happened when the number of errors are greater than d minimum. At that time, it is not possible to detect the errors. Again, some of the techniques are there in order to detect the errors, correct the errors. Those are not. I'm not discussing about all those things now. Just remember one thing: when you go for the block code, in the block code, in order to detect the errors, in order to correct the errors, I'm talking about only the block codes. I'm not talking about all the codes. So when you go for the block codes, it is not possible to detect the errors whenever the transmission errors are greater than or equal to d minimum. That's it. Next here put the heading as error detection and correction capabilities of a coding technique. Error detection and correction capabilities of a coding technique. Don't type in shortcuts, write entire sentence. Error detection and correction capabilities of a coding technique. So I want to ask one question here. And depends on which factor the coding technique can detect the errors and can correct the errors. Once again, my question is, and depends on which parameter the coding technique detects the errors and correct the errors. What is the parameter is important here? Now I explained that actually. What is the parameter? What is the important parameter? Just tell me.
D minimum.
Transmission errors.
D minimum only. Right. Good answer. That means the error detection and correction capabilities of a coding technique depends upon the minimum distance. So in order to find any code, any block code, how many number of errors can be detected, how many number of errors can be corrected, that is depends upon the d minimum distance. So in the given code, in the given block code, first we have to identify the minimum distance. Based on the minimum distance, you can conclude that so these much of errors can be detected, these much of errors can be corrected. In order to conclude how many number of errors can be detected and corrected, first you have to identify the minimum distance. Now here, if you know the minimum distance, what are the formulas? to find number of errors can be detected, number of errors can be corrected. Small formulas are there. So look at those formulas. If you know the D minimum, then block code can detect up to S errors per code word. Where D minimum formula is D minimum greater than or equal to S plus 1. So this is the formula. So it can detect up to S errors per code word whenever D minimum is greater than or equal to S plus 1. That means with the help of this formula. You can find the number of errors can be detected. The code can detect up to S errors per code word when the D minimum is greater than or equal to S plus 1. So in order to find the correction errors, so the code can correct up to, I want to take another variable, suppose T errors per code word. Now your formula is D minimum greater than or equal to 2T plus 1. So D minimum greater than or equal to S plus 1. So S errors, D minimum greater than or equal to 2T plus 1, T errors. S errors can be detected, T errors can be corrected. Now one more formula is D minimum greater than or equal to T plus S plus 1. So with this formula, you can correct up to T errors and detect S greater than T errors. So these are the three formulas. D minimum greater than or equal to S plus 1, D minimum greater than or equal to 2T plus 1, D minimum greater than or equal to T plus S plus 1. Up to S errors can be detected, up to T errors can be corrected. So whenever T plus S plus 1, up to T errors can be corrected and S greater than T errors can be detected. Formulas are clear? Just I want to give an example, then you will get the clarity. Just take an example, take a problem, small problem. A small problem on this. All of you following or not? Right. Just take a small example. For a Hamming distance. Hamming distance equals to, for example, 5. Hamming distance equal to 5. That means you can say that D minimum equal to 5. Now tell me, a block code having the minimum distance equal to 5, then that code, how many number of errors can be detected? By that code, how many number of errors can be detected? How many number of errors can be corrected? Now tell me the answer. Is my question is clear? Minimum distance, minimum Hamming distance equal to 5. That means D minimum equal to 5. One particular code is having the minimum distance equal to 5. Now you have to identify that code, by that code, how many number of errors can be detected, how many number of errors can be corrected. Tell me the answers. Just you have to respond in chat box. I want to see who is the first one. Fastest finger first. how many number of errors can be detected, how many number of errors can be corrected? Just tell me the answers like S is equal to something, T equal to something. S nothing but detection errors, T nothing but corrected errors. Right? 4 errors can be detected and 2 errors can be corrected. Okay, right. First one is which the only corrected errors. Now coming to Parimala is the first one. 4 errors can be detected and 2 errors can be corrected. Right? Good answer. What about the remaining? Simple here. What is the formula actually? S plus 1 less than or equal to D minimum. This is the formula. So S plus 1 less than or equal. What is the D minimum value? 5. That means S less than or equal to 4. That's it. That means we can say that 4 errors can be detected. Therefore, you can say that 4 errors can be detected. That's it. Similarly, when you go for the error correction, formula is 2t plus 1 less than or equal to D minimum. Again here 2t plus 1 less than or equal to 5. 2t less than or equal to 4 here. From this t less than or equal to 2. Therefore, you say that 2 errors can be corrected. That's it. Simple. Small examples actually. Whenever they mention the smallest Hamming distance, minimum distance, you can find the S value, T value like this. Don't think that every time D1 will equal to 5. Depends upon the code. Here already I showed that one linear black code. In that minimum distance equal to 3, right? D minimum equal to 3. Whatever the value of D minimum, either 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 100, whatever it. When you go for the block code, this is the procedure or the formulas to get the number of errors can be detected, number of errors can be corrected only in block code. I am talking about the block code. Don't go for the for remaining all codes like convolutional codes. I am talking about only block codes and especially linear block code. For a block code having the message bits k, right? Clear about this, or do you want another example? Clear about this? Simple. Just remember the formulas. D minimum greater than or equal to S plus 1. D minimum greater than or equal to 2t plus 1. All of you clear? H Deepika 432. What is your answer? You are not responding. Are you there? No. 433. J Pujita, are you there?
Sir,
What is your answer?
4, 2, sir.
What is 4? What is 2?
Error detected 4, sir. Corrected error 2, sir.
Okay, right. So that's it about the minimum distance, smallest Hamming distance, error detection correction capabilities. All these are the introduction actually. Now coming to linear black codes. Next, put the heading as here. I want to give once again. I want to mention that what is the linear black code? What is the black code? What is the linear black code? What is the structure of the linear black code? What is the form of the linear black code? How can we get the code words? That means how can we generate the code words? How can we represent the message bits? How can we represent the parity bits and n number of bits? And how can you identify the message bits from the given code word? Actually, is it possible or not to identify the message bits from the given code word? If it is possible, how can you identify all these things? You have to know. I'm repeating once again. What is the format of linear black code? What is the structure of linear black code? And what is systematic code? What is non-systematic code? How can you identify the message bits from the encoded bits? Is it possible or not to identify the message bits from the encoded bits? If it is possible, how can you identify? And what is the matrix representation? That is, what is the mathematical relations for message bits, parity bits, and encoded bits? And what is the matrix representation to generate the code words? So what is the generator matrix you have to use? What is the message matrix you have to use? So many things are there. So all those things in next class, no problem. But just put the heading as linear block codes. Actually, when you observe the syllabus, first about the information theory, but I told that already you know about the information theory and about the entropy and all those things. That's why I want to start with linear black code. No problem. Once you enter into college, whenever lockdown was completed, once again I will give the clarity about that information, average information, mutual information, entropy, and all those things. Okay. Just I want to start the codings only. So in the first coding is linear block code. What is the structure and all those things in the next class? Or just give me the definition of linear block code. Already I told that. Can anyone respond? What is the definition of linear block code? Simple. Definition of linear block code.
Two code words gives the another code word.
Two code.
That is a linear code, right? So actually what happened is our class is up to 4 only. I think 350 or 352, 353. I want to wind up the class. The reason is I think already you got the message in a group. You have the meeting with Ananya Foundation once again. So you have to attend for that meeting. That's why I want to wind up the class before 4 o'clock. I think time is 3:48. Within 2 to 3 minutes, I will wind up the class. After completion of my class, all are joined in the meeting with Mahalakshmi ma'am, Ananya Foundation. Is it okay? Just I want to give the definition of linear black code. Actually, that is the reason why I am winding up the class before the 4:30. Okay. Otherwise, I want to take the class up to 5 hours, no problem. And one thing is, whenever I am taking the class afternoon session, if you are okay, class after 4:30 also let me inform, no problem. But don't inform me if you want the class up to 4 or up to 4, 5, 4, 10. If you want the class after 4:30, let me inform. Okay. Write it. Now coming to definition of linear black code. I think somebody responding. Tell me the answer once again. What is the linear black code? I want exact definition. Can anyone respond?
If the two code words of the linear code are added by the modulo to arithmetic.
That is the linear code, right? That is the definition of linear code. Whenever the two code words satisfies the linearity property, like when we add those two code words, the resultant code word is also code in the particular code, then you can say that it is a linear code. But my question is linear block code. Difference is there between the linear code and linear block code. When we go for the linear block, what is the black code? Actually, black code nothing but n comma k code, right? It is having some blocks, n number of message bits, n number of output bits. That is the block code that satisfies the linearity property. Then you can say the total code is a linear block code. Simple. Yes, I'm giving the definition here for the block of k message bits. N minus k parity bits are added. Hence, what happens when you add n minus k parity bits? Hence, the total number of output bits. Total number of output bits of the channel encoder is n. So okay, simple. See, for the block of k message bits, that means before the channel encoder we are having the k message bits, n minus k parity bits are added. Then the total bits at the output of the encoder is n. Okay, such type of same definition once again, but a different way. Such type of codes are called as n comma k. N comma k block codes. Whenever this block code satisfies the linearity property, then it is known as the linear block code. That's it. Is it clear? For the block of k message bits, n minus k parity bits are added. Hence, the total number of bits at the output of the encoder is n. Such type of codes are known as the n comma k block code. If the two code words are satisfies the two code words in the n comma k block code satisfies the linearity condition, then you can say that block code is the linear block code. Or simply you can say that a code is linear if modulo 2 of any two code vectors produces another code vector in that particular code. You can write in any way. Your main point is, main concept is, when you add two code words in a particular code, if the resultant code word is also in that particular code, then you can say that that code is the linear code. Already it is a block code, that's why you can say that it is a linear block code. I am repeating once again, don't confuse. Whenever the question is define linear block code, first you have to write this n comma k block code. After that, you have to write the linearity property like if n comma k block code, simply n comma k block code is linear if sum of any two code vectors produces another code vector. Like that you have to write. Is it okay? See here. This is it is very hard to write all these things. This is channel encoder. Try to understand my language here. It is English only. So black diagram representation of this black coding. So this is channel encoder. So input of the channel encoder is message block, right? Is it true or not? Message block. How many number of bits per message block? K bits. The output of the encoder is output black. Number of bits are n bits. So channel encoder, message bits, output bits. But here I am talking about the block code. I am not talking about the channel encoder. So black code nothing but now only I give the definition as it is having k message bits and n minus k parity bits, right? Like this. k message bits, n minus k parity bits. So total it is my screen on once here. So see, in the first one is the message bits. Or I want to is it visible? Look at the screen.
No,
Sir,
sir.
clear గా లేదు sir.
Oh,
Clear గా లేదు sir.
Clear గా లేదు, sir.
Sir, it's not
okay,
clear,
okay.
sir.
Okay, no problem. Tomorrow I will give the functional diagram, no problem. Actually, today time was 3:57. Right. I want to end the session. Right. Tomorrow I will continue. Right. Please join all of you to Ananya meeting. That is at 4 o'clock. I think once check your WhatsApp group for the meeting link. Right.